You're struggling to pay your bills and could use a little extra money. So of course, when somebody offers you a couple of €100 just to post a few ads on Facebook Marketplace, you might be tempted to take it. But should you? Well, obviously not. It's a scam. It's not a new scam, and of course it operates in other countries as well, not just Germany, but I have recently seen a few people talking about it online, so that's why this video exists. Now, whenever I post about a scam, I get quite a few comments from people asking how on earth anybody could possibly fall for it. Well, maybe you wouldn't, but don't judge those who do. This particular scam targets people who don't have a lot of money and are probably wondering if they can even afford to buy groceries for the next week. And when you're in that situation, you're likely to take risks. I've been there, trust me, I know what it's like. So this is what happens. You're offered a job and all you have to do is to use your Facebook account to advertise a few things on Marketplace. If anyone is interested, you direct them to your employer who will handle the actual sale. You will start with a 2-week probationary period. Now, there won't be a written contract for that period, but if everything goes well, then you will be offered a permanent job with a real contract, all above board and everything. Now, although the absence of a written contract does raise a huge red flag, it is worth pointing out that in Germany at least it is legal to work without one. It's just taking a massive risk and is not something that anybody would recommend. Everything goes well for a couple of days. But then the complaints start coming in. Customers say that they can't contact your boss, so you try and you can't contact him either. You never hear from him ever again. And meanwhile, you have all of these angry and disappointed customers to deal with. And naturally, you don't get paid. Not one single cent. What's happened is that you are part of a wider scam. Those ads you posted were in some way fraudulent, and the angry customers are angry because they've been scammed out of their money. Your job was not to ease a busy person's workload, but to act as a go-between. Because your account was used as a point of contact for the scam, it will eventually be shut down. You lose your Facebook account while the fraudster has already recruited his next unwitting accomplice. It gets much worse though, because if a criminal investigation is launched, the police will find you. And because the contact details that you had for the fraudster no longer work, you are where the trail goes cold. And that means that you are now in trouble with the law, which is going to be really frightening to hear if you've already started your job. If you are in that situation, your best option now is to stop what you are doing and report it to the police immediately. Do not wait for the police to catch up with you. Scams like this have actually been with us for a very long time. They're even older than the internet. But with the economy in the shape that it is now in, a lot more people are looking for easy jobs that they can do at home to earn a little bit of extra cash to help cope with the rising bills. So it's even more important now to be on the lookout for fraudulent job offers. Even though remote working is now a thing, it's still not a good idea to work for somebody that you've never met in person. Now, until recently, I would have suggested that if a personal meeting isn't possible, then a live video conference would be the next best thing. But with AI-powered real-time deepfakes now a reality, I'm not sure even that advice is particularly good. In any case, really don't start work for somebody without a written contract. And always ask yourself the question, why would this person need to pay somebody else to do this work? You might be tempted to take it up, you have to do is to use your Facebook account to... This particular scam targets people who are